in 30 days because I've seen it done. And I'm going to show you guys other people that have been able to do it as well. All right. So how to make money with social media marketing in 30 days or less. Real quick. I know it's probably weird because you guys see me and you're like, yo, who is this guy? Who's this guy on my computer screen? I saw him on TikTok. I have no idea who he is. So I want to give you guys a quick idea. Why am I qualified? Who am I? Right? Who is this guy? Can we screen record? Che, 100% you can screen record. Guys, my name is Rene Lacad, and I've been doing social media marketing since 2018. And over the past 5 years, I've generated over $30 million in revenue for the businesses I've worked with. All right. And the cool part, I was even interviewed by Forbes.com to get my advice on social media marketing. You guys can Google that. You guys can look it up. And everyone that can hear, I have my helper in here, TJ. He's going to drop it in the chat. But yeah, it's okay to record, guys. So I was even interviewed by Forbes.com, which was pretty cool. And they got my advice on social media marketing, which is what I'm teaching you guys today. So you're getting it straight from the source. And you guys are going to like this one. I've mentored over 5,000 students on how to make money online through social media marketing. 5,000 regular, everyday people just like you guys. I've mentored over 5,000 students on how to make money online with this skill. And there's still a lot of money to be made. So we're going to share a lot about that today. Okay. Here's some of the brands I've built, by the way, guys. So I like to be very transparent. I like to show everyone everything I do. Here's some of the brands I've built. And as you can see, from January 2018 to January 2023, one of these brands, just one of them, did $14 million online. How much would that change your life? $14 million in 5 years. It's crazy, right? And again, guys, I don't show you guys this to brag. I don't want you guys to think I'm just here to flex on you or to brag, because I show you this because my life wasn't always like this. Check this out. This is really embarrassing, but I want to show you guys where I came from. Life hasn't always been good for me. On the very left, I had a 9-to-5 job. As you can see, 2015, I was working at a car dealership 9 to 10 hours a day. So if you guys are at a 9-to-5 job right now, you know my pain, or I know your pain, as you can say. But literally 2015, I was working at a car dealership. I know I look happy, but I was miserable. I was working 9-10 hours a day answering the phone. Grace said the onesie pick. Grace, that's super embarrassing, but I have to show that also. On the very right, that 2013, everyone's laughing at my onesie pick. That's when I was folding clothes at the mall. I was working at the mall at a store called Aeropostale. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but I was literally making $7.50 an hour. An hour, guys. I was making $7 an hour to fold clothes at the mall in 2013. And I had this onesie on. It was embarrassing. Everyone that can hear, like I said, TJ, can you write in the chat? Yeah, so I haven't always had like the life you see on social media. It's embarrassing. But again, without the lows, I'm grateful for these moments. And you guys are going to be grateful for the moments that you're down, because life can change very, very quickly. When I discovered social media marketing, my life changed very, very fast, right? The one in the middle, that's 2019. I had made my first $1 million and I got a house in the Hollywood Hills. It was amazing. I'm from LA originally, so this was the dream, right? 2018, I got my dream car, BMW i8. In 2021, I moved to Miami, and life has been good ever since because of this skill. So that's why I wanted to share this with you guys. You guys are probably wondering, Rene, this is great, cool, good for you, but like, what is social media marketing? What do you do, right? Social media marketing, also known as SMMA, is what I do. And you're probably wondering, is it for me? So guys, social media marketing is marketing for businesses using social media. You're probably like, duh. But an example of this, right? Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Google ads. How many of you guys, just by a show in the chat, I know a lot of people are still trying to figure out how to use the sound, but how many of you guys have seen Facebook ads, Instagram ads, YouTube ads, Google ads? How many of you guys have seen this stuff? Right? Because that's an example of what social media marketing is. Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Google ads, TikTok, UGC, which we're going to talk about today because that's a gold mine. Social media management, email marketing. These are all versions of social media marketing. So everyone's seen them, right? I can see no one lives under a rock in here. I have, me, who hasn't? Yes. Guys, your energy is amazing, by the way. 579 people in here. You guys are great. So you guys probably thought that businesses were the ones that set those up. Well, it's not, guys. It's regular, everyday people like me and you. And people like us make a lot of money. Businesses will pay you $2,000 to $5,000 a month for these services, which is really cool, right? We can make a lot of money doing this. And unlike other business models where you have to make risky investments, where you can lose all your money, This is completely free to start, which is why I love it. Because all you're doing is offering your services to business. It's free. You just need internet access, maybe a phone and a computer, right? So the reason that this business model can grow your income so fast is because social media marketing is a client retainer model. And that's just a fancy way of saying, guys, they don't pay you one time. They pay you twice, 3 times, 4 times, 12 times. I've had clients that have been paying me for years. So we're going to cover all of this. I know you guys might have a lot of questions. Like I said, make sure you save them for the end because we're going to do a Q&A. But businesses pay you every single month. So imagine making $20, $30, $40, $50,000 a month, and you know it's guaranteed income that you only have to work 3 hours, 4 hours a week for, completely remote. That's the type of freedom you can have with this business model. And eventually you can hire other people to do the work for you and create a semi-passive income. That's kind of what I've done. I have 11 employees now at this point in my life, and I work an hour or 2 a day. The rest is just my employees will do the work. I'll check my text messages, tell them what to do. So for everyone in here, if you're wondering if it's for you, social media marketing is for you if you're just getting started and don't have a big upfront investment and you want to make money fast without years of experience. All you need to get started is internet access, okay? Real quick, why social media marketing? Because everyone wonders, okay, but why should I do this business model, right? Real quick, guys, I want you to understand the opportunities are abundant. There's more than enough for everyone to make money doing this, okay? The plate is big enough for everyone to eat. I want to give you guys an idea. Guys, the global digital advertising and marketing market currently is estimated to grow from $350 billion in 2020, 350 billion with a B, to $786 billion. Guys, I'll make with 16 clients, I make anywhere from $100,000 to $200,000 a month. That's nothing compared to billions. There's 588 people in here. Everyone can do what I'm doing, and there'll still be more than enough money to go around. There is literally so much money in this industry, and it is growing, right? It's a growing industry. People are moving from traditional to digital. How many of you guys watch TV? How many of you guys watch TV? I can almost guarantee almost no one. Where are you guys on now? YouTube, TikTok, social media, Netflix, Hulu. This is all digital marketing. Companies are no longer doing radio ads or newspaper ads, right? They're all doing social media ads. So people are moving from traditional to digital. And it's, guys, this is an in-demand skill that if you learn it, you can get paid a lot of money for, right? It's making a lot of everyday regular people rich online. Regular people like me, because I was broke a couple years ago, and now I hate to sound like come off this way, but now I'm rich because of something like this. It's making a lot of everyday regular people rich online. And there's a small window left. Like you can still get and make a killing doing this, guys. Okay? That being said, it's not just me. I want you guys to realize there's a lot of people doing this. Here's some case studies. Like I said, I have over 5,000 case studies of people that I've mentored, people that took a class just like this and have made money. Look at how powerful this is. One of my students, Ricky. Ricky's 22 years old. He works at a restaurant, but he texted me earlier this year and he said, "Hey, Renee, hope you're doing well. Just wanted to share that I closed my first ever client for $4,000 a month for social media marketing services." So Ricky literally went from working at a restaurant, 9-to-5 job, having to wake up in the morning, commute to work, be there for 9 hours, go home, go to bed, repeat the next day. He got one client to pay him $4,000 a month for social media marketing. And now he's his own boss. He works from home. He works and does whatever he wants. It says February. Don't worry, Jen, there's a ton of these. Ricky's from February. I like Ricky a lot. That's why I included him. But here's another one, Abhinav. And Abhinav is funny. It's long. I'm going to just save the reading for you. Long story short, Abhinav, he came in expecting $2,000 a month because that's what I kind of teach. You want to start low, get it higher. Abhinav asked the business. They said their budget was $5,000 to $10,000 a month. I'm going to show you how to find these businesses, by the way. And they settled, imagine settling on $7,500 a month. That's 80 grand a year. So Ricky went from making 30 grand a year at a 9-to-5 job to making $50,000 a year being his own boss. Quit his job. Now he works from home. He's his own boss, wakes up whenever he wants, works whenever he wants, does whatever he wants. Abhinav went from not owning a business to owning a business that makes $80,000 a year. Just like that, right? In the blink of an eye. That's how powerful this is. And that's how fast your life can change. So I want to give you guys kind of an expectation of what to expect from this workshop. It's going to be about an hour. We'll go a little bit longer if you guys want to keep learning, because I'm more than happy to continue teaching you guys. But number one, I'm going to reveal one of the easiest social media marketing services you can offer businesses, okay? Even with no experience. So that's number one. I'm going to teach you guys what is a gold mine right now. Number two, I'm going to share my 4-step system and how it can help you get paid by landing your first client in 30 days. All right. And you got, again, it might sound crazy in the beginning, but once I show you, your mind's going to be blown. Number three, I'm going to do a Q&A session to go over the most commonly asked questions. Because obviously throughout this process, you guys are going to have questions. Don't worry, save them until the end, because we're going to answer a lot of them in this presentation, but we're also going to answer any questions that didn't get answered at the end. And then number four, for those of you guys that want to learn from me more directly, that you kind of want someone to text, you want someone to walk you step by step, you want someone that can talk to you 24/7 and look over you and actually mentor you, you want hands-on stuff, hands-on training, and you want to get like hands-on mentorship, I do have a private coaching group and partnership program where we do all the work for you. Keep in mind, that is paid. And I'm not here to sell you guys that. That's just a resource for everyone at the end who really wants to step up their game and they want to do it fast. So that is at the end. People usually like, oh, Renee, you said it's free. This class is free. I'm not going to gatekeep anything. But at the end, we do open up a few spots. You're not all going to get in because there's 602 people in here now. So we open up a few spots for the people that want to just learn fast. That's at the end. Okay. So this is everything we're going to cover. Let's get started, guys. Before we go into like the process, I want to kind of share my story so you guys can understand how it went down for me. Okay. Here's how I got into social media marketing and how I went from $0 to $30,000 a month. You heard that right. I was making 30 grand a month at 23, 24 years old. Guys, I was born and I grew up in Los Angeles, California. And I wasn't rich. I didn't have any money growing up. I was raised by a single immigrant mother. For those of you guys that have seen me on TikTok, you see all of these people hating and they're like, oh, rich parents, et cetera, et cetera. Guys, I had a single immigrant mother and we didn't have any money growing up. She raised me and my brother on $30,000 a year. That's a picture of us. I know I look dorky. But for those of you guys in LA, you guys know $30,000 to raise 2 kids alone by yourself, that's nowhere near enough. So we were broke pretty much growing up. And I wasn't born into money. I didn't have any connections. I was meant to be another statistic, you know? So that being said, I started my entrepreneurship journey 8 years ago. I was looking for different ways to make money online. At the time, I was working a 9-to-5 job as a car salesman, but I knew there were better things out there. So you guys might be in a similar position, right? You might not want to settle for average. You could be at a 9-to-5 job and you could be thinking that, hey, I can't do this job forever. So when I started to do the math, I realized if I stayed at my job, I would never be able to enjoy my life. I was a really big overthinker. At my job, when I had a 9-to-5, I was a really big overthinker. Sherry, I saw you share a link. You can't share links because if someone gets a virus, I don't want it to be on me. So anyways, guys, I was a really big overthinker. How many of you guys in here, how many of you guys are overthinkers in the chat? Just so I can see. Because I was a really big overthinker when I was working at my 9-to-5 job. And for me, it was always at night. You know, like I would always come home, I would finish a 10-hour shift, I would lay in bed, and then I would literally just overthink. Okay, so a bunch of you guys are just like me. A bunch of you guys are overthinkers also. That's good. I feel like I'm not alone. Sometimes I've done this class and I ask that question, and people are like, oh, I'm not, I don't care. But a lot of you guys are overthinkers. So I was a really big overthinker, and it saved my life. And here's why, guys. One night I came home, I was laying in my bed, and it's always that night for me. I always lay in bed at night after a long 10-hour shift, exhausted. And here's the problem at a job, and my overthinking got me this. I was making $60,000 a year before taxes. And if you guys know, that's pretty good for a 21-year-old. I was 21 years old. But again, I'm an overthinker. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, after taxes, it was closer to $40,000 a year. And I did the math. It breaks down to like $3,000 a month. And I thought of everything I had to pay. I had to pay rent, car note, electricity bill, food, et cetera, et cetera. And after everything, I was lucky if I was able to save any money. Most months, it was like $300 to $700 max. I was saving $300 to $700 max if I really wanted to save. And I started to do the math in my head because I'm overthinking. And I'm like, man, at this rate, It would have taken me decades to save any real money and be able to enjoy my life. The system is meant to keep you trapped. That 9 to 5 is meant to keep you trapped. It's not meant to help you escape and live a life you want to live, right? So I had to make a decision. I was either going to be a slave for the next 50 years of my life, like a ton of people are, right? There's a ton of people that work a job for their entire life and they're trapped because they never take any action. Or I was going to make a change. And that's exactly what I did. So here's what I did, guys. I started to do my research on ways that I could escape the rat race and become my own boss. And one thing I quickly discovered is a lot of business models, they require too much of an upfront investment. And you guys have probably like seen these business models, right? I tried on FBA. You guys have probably heard of it. And I realized I would need $20,000 to $30,000 to make any sort of passive income that worked there. And someone that's barely saving any money, that would have taken forever, right? Stock trading, I tried it. I tried to learn about it. Then I did my research. 90% of people that trade stocks lose their money. Me working a 9 to 5, barely saving any money, I wasn't going to risk my money doing that, you know? And then I tried real estate with no real success because I told myself, you know what? I'm going to become a real estate guy. I'm going to purchase real estate and have rental income. And then I realized real estate requires a big down payment. So all that being said, all these business models were for rich people. They were for people that had mommy and daddy money, people that had a silver spoon. And with me being in my situation, I couldn't do that, you know? But when I found social media marketing, my entire life changed, okay? So pay attention, guys. This is how I started. I started by learning how to run Facebook and Instagram ads. Back in the day, 2018, I feel old saying that. Those were hot back in the day, right? Now there's something else, and I'm going to share it with you guys in this presentation. But I found a company who needed my help marketing online, and I offered my services. This was the company right here. It was called Le Rouge. They're still around. They're a candle company. So I was helping them with their Facebook and Instagram ads. And they agreed to pay me $2,500 a month for my services. And guys, this was the first time I successfully made money online and became a business owner. And I got to tell you, the first time you make money as a business owner, it was the best feeling in the world, you know? So I was doing Facebook ads and Instagram ads for this company, and they paid me $2,500 to do it. It was, I was on top of the world. I was on cloud 9 because I was making $3,000 from my job. I had just made $2,500 in a day owning my own business. And this is where it started getting fast. This is where life started to change, right? After successfully getting my first customer and helping them with their Facebook ads, I started to look for other businesses. I found another client to pay me $2,000 a month for social media services. And then once I landed my second client, I started to get the hang of it and build momentum. So I'm going to show you guys how to do all of this, by the way. Everything I learned over doing this for almost close to a decade now. Only a month later, I landed my third client who paid me $3,000 a month. All it really takes is one client to change your life, because after that, life changes fast. I found a client for $2,500, then $2,000, then $3,000, right? And this is kind of my aha moment. I landed 3 different clients, 3 different businesses. One was paying me $2,000, one was paying me $2,500, one was paying me $3,000 a month. I did the math. I'm like, yo, I was making $7,500 a month, and I was able to quit my job. How much would you guys need to make in order to quit your job? In the chat. Can you drop it in the chat? Because I definitely think it's possible. I've seen it done so many times. But making this much money, this gave me the opportunity to pursue social media marketing full time, where I was able to quickly grow using a 4-step process. Again, the process I'm going to teach you guys today. All right. And right after that, someone said, okay, so Alex needs 5K, Jesse needs 4K, 8K, 5K, 60, 70,000, 7K, 5K. See, so here's the thing. Let a 10K, 2,500. A majority of you guys, your goal is not that unrealistic. It's relatively realistic to hit these goals and be able to quit your job. All right. So for me, using this process that I'm going to share with you guys today, I grew to over 15 clients who are paying me over $30,000 a month. And I'm 23 years old. I was making money hand over fist. Right. And after that, I hired close to a dozen employees and created a passive income for myself, which was amazing. And I'm going to show you how to do all this today. Check it out. This is actually a video because this is hilarious. I was using PayPal at the time to collect money because I didn't really know how to do it correctly. But this is back in 2018 when I was doing this. I was racking up, guys. I want to show you. It's actually pretty insane because when I first started making $30,000 a month, money was coming in hand over fist. I ended up buying that car. I moved to the Hollywood Hills. I traveled the world. It was insane. But look at this video. It's actually a throwback video that I think is pretty cool.
Yo, check this out. So I logged into my old PayPal from when I was running my old social media marketing agency back in 2018. And look at these invoices I was collecting. 2,500, 2,500, 2,500, 5,000, 3,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10 grand, 500, 10 grand, 2,000, 20,000.
So I was literally just crushing it. It was insane. And this is back in 2018, right? So that's the type of change that could happen in your life with this type of business model. It happened really quickly for me. And like I said, this was my aha moment. So I'm gonna teach you guys how to do it, right? I want you guys to avoid doing it the hard way. Right? You guys are probably wondering, okay, Renee, this is great, cool story, good for you. Get to the good stuff, because I know people are thinking that, right? 611 people. There's some people that get to the good stuff. So you guys are probably wondering, how do I get started? Where can I learn social media marketing? Renee, this is great, but how did you find these clients? Where did you learn to do SMMA? And how do you get paid? So guys, I was in your exact same shoes 5 years ago. I was working a 9-to-5 job. I had no clue how to build a social media agency. There weren't any courses like this on social media marketing, no coaches. So I had to learn it the hard way. I had to learn it through trial and error, which ended up costing me thousands of dollars, hundreds of hours. I made a bunch of mistakes. I want you guys to be able to avoid the hard way of doing things, right? I want you guys to be able to learn from my mistakes and avoid what I had to do. Because right now, I want you to avoid this. This is the hard way. If you don't understand where to find clients, it's going to be very difficult for you. If you try to pitch a business with no money, they're going to say no. If you don't know where to start, it's going to be harder, right? If you have to learn everything on your own, there's no way to do it. So this is the hard way. I want you guys to avoid that. I don't want you guys to have to go through what I had to go through. I want you guys to do it the easy way, okay? And the easy way is this 4-step process. So I want all of you guys to write this down. This is the process that my team still uses to this day to make a lot of money. So this is the 4-step social media marketing system to make money fast. All right. Number 1, and we're going to go in depth on all of these. You're going to provide a social media service. Number 2, you're going to find quality paying businesses. Number 3, you're going to reach out to these businesses and you're going to close the deal. And number 4, you're going to get paid every single month. Okay. So make sure you guys write this down. I'm going to take a sip of water because my mouth is getting a little dry. But I'm going to go in depth on all these and you guys are going to learn the secret sauce. All right. So let's go into step number 1. And again, this is the meat and potatoes. So you guys are going to want to have to write this down. Step number 1, how to provide the actual social media services. Guys, what if I told you that you can make money posting on social media without followers, without being on camera, and without showing your face? I'm going to say that one more time. What if I told you that you can make money posting on social media without followers, without being on camera, and without showing your face? You guys would probably think that I was crazy and I was lying. But in today's day and age, this is actually one of the biggest gold mines right now. Okay. In 2023 and 2024, I guess technically it's 2024 now. Guys, in 2023, the biggest money-making opportunity on social media is something called user-generated content. Okay. It's called user-generated content. And that's essentially when you make videos, sounds like UGC. It is, Ritz, it is UGC. When you make videos for brands and they pay you to do it. And the reason it works, right? Social media algorithms, guys, are now discovery based, meaning you can go viral just by posting on a brand new faceless account. Okay? On a brand new faceless account. You can create a brand new account, don't show your face, and brands will pay you to do it. And businesses need this. They need, I'm going to show you guys examples, but some people already do this stuff. I'm going to show you guys real life examples of what you can do for businesses. Okay, so take a look at this. I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see all this stuff. This is actually one of my students, Jeff, and we're going to talk about him a little bit later. I'm going to show you guys his actual story. But Jeff created this account 2 months ago. This restaurant paid him $2,000 a month. They still pay him every month. They pay him $2,000 a month. And all he does, he doesn't show his face. He just made a brand new account for them, right? He went up to a restaurant. He said, hey, they didn't have a TikTok account. He offered to create a TikTok account for them and post content on there. And all he does is post little little videos of food. Check this out. Little videos like this, videos of food. And the beautiful part, like I said, the algorithm does the work now. So even though it's a brand new account, it didn't have followers, it doesn't show his face. This guy is the owner of the restaurant, but he doesn't even make videos with all of them. All he does is post videos of food, and look, 5,000 views. Another one, 5,000 views. And 2,000 views. He spends no money posting these videos. 9,000 views, 10,000 views. He's been able to get them 6,000 followers and 64,000 likes without spending a dime. All he does is post videos of food, and they pay him $2,000 a month. Okay, guys, I want you to realize, like, we live in like a world where you can make money like this. If I told my single mother 7 years ago when I was dropping out, and I was like, hey mom, I'm gonna drop out of school and post TikToks and make $10,000 a month, she would think I was crazy. She would literally think I was insane, right? So here's the next part. So this is one where if you want to do restaurant, let's say you love food, you could do this one. He does go in and film. He spends about an hour a week to go in and film. But some of you guys saying, how is this remote? I thought this was remote. Check this out. This is how you can do it remotely. So for all the people that don't want to do restaurants, let's say you want to do other brands, you can do this 100% remotely. I'm going to show you an example of this right now. So here's another example, guys. I'm going to share my screen. For those of you that want to do it remote, all you have to do is find a business that has a specific product. Like a good example, I have a girl and she loves makeup brands. So she does this for makeup brands. I have another guy. He does this for, I think it's like a little toy, like a little electronic toy. He does it for electronic toy. Check this out. This is an example of doing this completely remotely, okay? You can reach out to brands just like this. They send you a product, and then all you got to do is you create an account for them and post. And this one has 25,000 followers, 700,000 likes. They did not spend a dime doing this. They didn't show their face. They didn't do any of this. All they did was post little videos like this. A 10, 15-second video on TikTok. And again, this is completely remote. This is in their backyard. And they're probably making, with these types of results, $5,000, $6,000 a month from this brand. Take a look. This is 93,000 views. Short little video. Another one right here. Boom. Guys, the algorithm is doing all the work for you. So you need to take advantage of this, especially in 2024. Look at this. Short little 5, 10, 15-second videos, and they are getting a bunch of views. And this person is making a ton of money doing this, right? And I see a lot of people, they're like, hey, it's 10,000 to be monetized. You don't need to be monetized. You're getting paid by the brand. That company is paying this person. That restaurant is paying Jeff $2,000 a month. You can also make money doing all the other stuff, right? Does this make sense to you guys? This is the world we live in. The money, this is one of the hottest things. This is literally a huge opportunity. It's a gold mine. You don't have to show your face. You don't need followers. You don't need to do anything. You be in your backyard shooting a video of a water bottle on your TikTok. So let's keep going because I want to kind of get more into it, right? Businesses need this. Businesses need this. I'm going to show you guys all this stuff, but businesses need this. You can literally make money from your phone now. All right. So all you have to do is make short 30-second videos on frequently asked questions about the business. That's all you need to do. And guys, you want to know something even crazier? You don't need any other softwares or fancy equipment. You can literally film and edit these videos directly on TikTok. All you need is a TikTok app on your phone. And once you get the hang of it, guys, you can make videos in 30 minutes or less. I talked to Jeff, the guy that does the restaurant. I was like, how long does it take you to work with this restaurant for $2,000 an hour? And this guy was literally like, I come in once a week for an hour. Then it takes me like 20 minutes to make each cut, and I post it. So he's working like probably 5 hours a week, making $2,000 a month for that business, which is insane. All right. And once you get good at it, you can hire other people to create the content and automate your business and their time. What are the businesses gaining by doing this though? Lovia, that's a great question. They're gaining a bunch of views. So as you can see, right, that other guy, he was getting that business millions of views. And it's way cheaper than paying for ads to get millions of views organically. That's the way they do it. And like I said, guys, the algorithm does all the work. The algorithm does all the work. So you honestly just got to post. One thing's going to go viral. One thing's going to go, and the business is going to get seen. You're going to make a bunch of money. It's easier than ever. All right. So the next question, step 2, you guys are probably wondering, how do you find these businesses, right? How do you find these paying businesses? And there's a big myth. A lot of people say, hey, isn't this oversaturated, right? There's how many people? 601 people in here. Guys, there's over 600,000 new businesses formed in the United States every single year. And they all need social media marketing in 2024. So I want you guys to think about it like this. If I have 16 clients, I make 100 grand a month, right? All 600 of you could have 1,000 clients each because there are new businesses every single year. There's more than enough to go around. There's more than enough food on the plate. And this is going to blow your guys' mind. I'm going to show you guys where you can find some money. This is crazy. Guys, by using job listing sites like Indeed, Glassdoor, ZipRecruiter, LinkedIn, you can find clients who need you and they have the money to pay you. So again, I'm going to blow your mind. Everyone in here, drop some cities in the chat. Drop some cities in the chat. I want to show you guys something really, really cool. This is probably worth all the time you spent in here already. It's going to blow your mind. I'm going to show you how abundant money really is. I'm going to show you how easy it is to make money. Dayton, Ohio, Amsterdam, Netherlands, Atlanta, San Antonio, New York, Chicago. All right, let's do this. I'm going to share my screen one more time, and I want to show you guys. So I'm on Indeed.com, right? All I'm going to do is put social media marketing in Indeed. And I'm going to put Atlanta. I saw someone put Atlanta, right? Atlanta, Georgia, search. Guys, look at everything that's going to pop up. Look at how much money is in your city. It's all around you. You don't even notice it. People think it's hard to make money. It's not. Look, social media and creative services for Willie's Mexicana Grill. Guys, if you're in Atlanta, you can literally get these businesses to pay you right now. Social media specialist, remote, $90 an hour. What? $90 an hour? Social media marketing manager, social media manager, social media specialist, social media copywriter, social media manager, marketing coordinator, social media manager. Do you guys see all of the money out there? And there's pages on pages on pages. Social media content creator, social media manager, director of marketing, influencer marketing manager, social media affiliate manager, social multimedia manager, 65 grand a year. That's $6,000 a month. Marketing manager, remote, $82,000 a year. Social media and communication specialist, remote, $65,000 a year. That's $5,000 a month. Social media manager, $4 grand a month, remote. Let's do another city. I want to show you guys like how crazy this is, right? Like, okay, you're like, okay, well, that city, someone says Chicago. Let's do Chicago. Chicago. Let's check it out, guys. Like I said, if you live in these cities, or even the craziest part, you don't even need to be in these cities. I'm in Miami, right? As you guys can see behind me. But we have clients in LA. We have clients in Virginia. Chicago, social media marketing manager, social media manager, 75 grand a year is insane. That's what, $7,000 a month, $6,000 a month. Social media content creator, $22 an hour, remote. Marketing manager, social media manager and content creator, social and community, social media content creator, $5,000 a month. $5,000 a month, remote, content manager, social media manager, pages on pages on pages. Come on, let's keep it going. Let me show you guys some stuff, right? Philadelphia. Let's see. Philadelphia. Leasing and marketing manager, remote, $60,000, it's $5,000 a month, $5,000 a month. And people are like, oh, that's a job. That's not a job, guys. I'm going to show you the loophole on how you guys can get these clients, right? $25 an hour remote, digital marketing, pages on pages on pages. Let's do another one. Last one, just to give you guys an idea, right? El Paso, Texas. Oh, that's a good one. Because people are like, okay, these are big. Let's try El Paso, Texas. It cannot be that big. And sure enough, El Paso, Texas, social media content, marketing director, $30 an hour. Cool. Chief marketing officer, multimedia designer, content creator. You guys get it. Do you guys see how much social media content creator, $25 an hour, urgent. Do you guys see all the opportunities here? And again, you don't even got to be in these cities. You could be anywhere. And here's the craziest part. I know you guys are probably thinking, okay, but Renee, don't these people need experience? Don't they need this? Don't they need that? Guys, that's just an excuse people are telling themselves. If that was the case, I wouldn't have made it as much as I have. I don't have a college degree. I didn't have experience when I started, right? So I want to show you guys how you can get these clients, how you can use this loophole. I want you guys to stop saying, oh, those are full-time jobs. Guys, you're entrepreneurs. You're not employees. You're not applying for jobs, okay? So this is the loophole. This is how you're able to get around this. And this is how you're going to be able to land some of these clients, all right? Everyone pay attention. Pauline said, okay, I don't want a 9-to-5 job. How do I pitch as a business? Exactly. You guys are approaching them as a business. You're not approaching them as a client. Here's the loophole. Guys, you're not applying for a job like that. You're not going to apply because guess what? When we go on the website, I'll share it again. When we go on these websites, you guys know that they're all going to see 100 applications. You're going to get lost in the applications. So here's what you guys are going to do. You're going to reach out to them independently as a business, right? Brian, it's called Indeed.com. And you're going to send a personalized message via DMs or email. Super simple. So let's do a live example right now. I'm doing this for you guys right now. If you guys see this, you can literally do it as soon as you get off this training. But check this out. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. So earlier we looked at this, right? Social media marketing, Atlanta, Georgia. And we see all these urgently. You're not going to apply here. You apply here, you're never going to get it. You're going to have 100 people. But as a business owner, we're not making excuses for myself. We're going to be able to get this. This is the loophole. Social media and creative services by Willie's Mexicana Grill. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to go on Google. I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see it. Willie's Mexicana Grill, Atlanta. Oh, amazing. Oh, look, I found a website. Isn't that cool? So now I know Willie's Mexicana Grill, they need a social media person. Now all I got to do, there's two things I could do. Look at their Instagram right here. I click their Instagram. And we'll wait for it to load. But there's a couple actually. So their Instagram's right there, but they also have a contact us. Oh, so take a look at that. There's a phone number. You can send this, right? So you can say anything you want. You could put like social media. So I could put Renee Lacad, put my phone number, email, and I could say, ate here the other day. Food was great. So couldn't find you on TikTok though. Can you send me more info on that? Super chill. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. And it could be same thing on their Instagram if it loads. It's not loading for some reason. So maybe we don't do their Instagram. So that's just one example, right? Let's do another one. Willie's Mexicana Grill. So we did that, but let's do another one, right? Let's find something like this. We want to look for smaller companies, but marketing coordinator for Bull Realty. Great. Let's go on Google again. Google's our best friend. Let me share my tab. Bull Realty Atlanta. Oh, look at that. And sure enough, guys, there's a phone number right there. If we went to this, I'm sure we could find a way to contact them. If we went here, I'm sure we could find on LinkedIn, we could find ways to contact them. But look at that contact. I'm sure they have a social media page right here also. You have all their social medias here. They don't have their Instagram, but look, contact. And now I have this individual brokers. And now I have names and emails. All I did was a little bit of research and I found a bunch of things. Same thing, look at this. I can use this to find emails of people. So do you guys understand what you're doing here? All you're doing is you're using this to find the businesses that have the budget, that have the money, and they need social media, right? I'm going to share my screen because there's tricks that you can do it that make it even easier, all right? So you're just going to reach out via DMs or email, and you're going to send something very personalized. And you're going to keep it simple, short, and sweet. I tell everyone, business deals are a lot like flirting, okay? This is the loophole. Business deals are a lot like flirting. And when I say that, you don't want to come on too strong. So instead of trying to sell something right away, instead of saying, hey, I'll do your social media stuff for $1,000 a month, they're not going to say yes to that. So one way you can do it is you can say, hey, I love your business. right? Let's say it's a restaurant. Hey, I love Willie's Mexican food, or I ate there the other day. It was great. Are you doing anything on TikTok right now? I checked. It didn't look like you were doing anything on TikTok, right? Why is that? Because now, guess what? They're going to be like, oh, we're actually looking for a person. And you already know that. So when I say it's a lot like flirting, it's like, fellas or ladies, whoever's in here, imagine like you're texting a girl, right? And you did a little bit of stalking beforehand, not in a weird way, but like you just looked on her Instagram, you saw she likes sushi. And you're like, hey, do you want to go on a date to this sushi restaurant? Because you know it's her favorite food already. It's the same for the restaurant. You're not going to be weird. You're not going to tell them you looked it up. But great example. Let's do this. I'm going to go back to this Bull Realty. You're literally just going to go up to them and be like, hey, okay, so they need a marketing coordinator with social media marketing and email marketing. They have a budget of $50,000 to $70,000 a year. So they have like $5,000 a month. So now I'm just going to message them, hey, like be super slick. Just be like, hey, I do email marketing. I'm not sure if you guys need any help. Just super casual. You already know, right? You're slick. You already know they need email marketing. You read it, but you're just going to play it cool. Yeah, I do email marketing. If you need help, I'm down to help you guys. And then literally they're like, oh, how much? They have 5,000 already, but you're going to be like, hey, I'll do it for like $2,000. So do you think that they're going to say no? If they're offering $5,000 to do it and you like casually message them and you're like $2,000, and you know what happens? Because I've had real clients do this, and maybe this is gaslighting, but who cares? It worked. They were literally like, hey, they were like, oh my God, this is crazy. This is a sign. We were literally just looking for someone to help us with TikTok. I kid you not. This is a real conversation. They were literally like, we were just looking for someone. It's crazy that you found us. I'm like, oh, no way. That's wild. It's meant to be. I know it's kind of weird, but like, no way, it was meant to be. Right. And let's say they're doing like freaking $5,000 a month. You're like, I'll do it for $2,000. They're like, wow, like we were expecting a lot more. We found you at the right time. They're thankful to you guys. They're thankful to you. Someone says it is what it is. Whatever, it works, right? And you're doing it to help them. It's meant to be. It's meant to be. There's no way you guys were looking for it. No way. Wow, I was just in the neighborhood. I didn't even know you guys were looking for it. It's good stuff. All right. So literally, guys, that's how you're going to find these clients. And the craziest part, you don't need to call them. You just got to send them a DM or an email. Everyone's like, sheesh, that's good, right? That's good stuff. This is the good stuff. That's why you're here. So they need you. They got the money, et cetera, et cetera. All right. So this is just kind of give you guys an idea, right? Because you guys always say this, but don't you need experience in order for businesses to pay you? How do you get clients with no experience? Everyone says that. Guys, businesses don't care about experience. Okay? They care about results. And because the algorithm is doing the work for you, it's easier than ever to make money. Easier than ever to make money, right? And I want to be very, very clear, guys. Let's be very, very clear, because if you don't have experience, you're just a beginner. This is going to apply to some of them. Most businesses you contact won't even respond, but it's okay. Don't overthink it, guys, because there's a lot of businesses. I showed you guys, there's literally hundreds of thousands of businesses. There's a lot of them. So if you reach out to them, they don't reply, don't overthink about it. Don't overthink it, okay? There's a lot of them. And I want you guys to remember this. I'm going to repeat this a lot. You guys are only one business away from changing your entire life. It only takes one. Because guess what? If you get one, now you go to the next business and you're like, yeah, I do it for this restaurant. I could do it for yours too. The reason I was able to, it happened so fast. I found one, then I found another one, then another one, then another one, then another one. Same with my students. They'll get one client, and the second they get one, they get two, then three, then four, then five. And before you know it, they're printing cash. Guys, you're only one business away from changing your entire life. You only need one business to take a risk. And like I said, Rihanna said, nothing's coming up in my city. Rihanna, look for the closest big city next to you, because I guarantee there is some. It only takes one. You're only one business away from changing your entire life. All right. Here's an example. Toya said, this is the best free advice so far. Here's an example, because someone did this to me and they got me. It worked. Alex, please don't give away personal information in here. I got to delete this chat. TJ, if anyone gives personal information or drops links, please delete it because we can't do that in here because I don't want anyone to get scammed or banned. But so here's an example, right? This guy got me. He was like, hey, I saw you have a brand. Do you need UGC? And sure enough, I was like, yeah. He's like, sounds good. What's the brand? I want you guys to pay attention, right? I said my supplement company. I dropped the link. We do a lot on paid, but haven't cracked organic yet. And this is a great, great, great script if you have no experience. Pay attention. Do you see how casual he is? He's not trying to sell me. He's just super chill. He goes, great branding and website for real. FR, he slang. And he's honest. This is literally like the best, like one of the best scripts you could use. I haven't gotten viral results for supplements yet on organic. To be honest, it's the toughest niche. We can do a test run though to see how it goes if you're down. That's beautiful. How much? Right? And then literally he says $800 for 30 videos to test for a month to see how it works. And literally done. Send an address where to send the products and an invoice. This dude literally made $800 with 4 DMs. How crazy is that? $800 with 4 DMs. So I want you guys to pay attention. He made $800 with 4 DMs. And this script is the best. If you have no experience, like let's say you reach out to I don't know, Bull Realty from Atlanta, right? Or Willie's Mexican Grill. And they say, oh, can you show us your work? Can you show us your experience? You say, hey, great website, great restaurant and food, by the way. To be honest, I haven't gotten viral results for restaurants yet on organic. It's the toughest niche. We can do a test run though to see how it goes if you're down. And businesses will say how much. If they have a budget of $10,000, guys, if they have a budget of 10 grand and you see it and you're like, hey, I'll do it for $1,000 or $800. Literally, you think they're going to say no? If they wanted to spend 5 grand, you think they'll say no to 1,000 to get exactly what they need? They're going to do it. And the second that you realize you can make money just by sending DMs, you can make money on social media doing this, your entire life changes. All right? So that's kind of like a really big way to do it. So this is for other people because you guys are going to wonder like, okay, Renee, this is great, but if businesses are paying me like $1,000 or $2,000 a month, like how do I make $1 million like you did? Because some of you guys, you're going to want to make $1 million, right? I don't know what, some people are going to be happy with $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month, but other people are going to be, they want to make $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month. So this is called scaling your business. And this is how you take it to the next level. For those of you that want to make $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month, here's how you do it. The more services you can offer, the more money you can make per client. So in addition to UGC, what we talked about today, guys, right? Here are some additional services you can offer. You can offer Facebook and Instagram ads. And I want you guys to write this down. And I'll teach you guys how you can learn this. We can't cover all of these today just because we're going to be here for hours talking about this. Like there's no way we have enough time. But I want to share these with you guys and then give you guys some ways you can learn it on your own or through mentorship. But Facebook and Instagram ads, Google and YouTube ads, email marketing and copywriting, social media management. Okay, so these are other services you can send. And guys, this is where it gets really cool. You can start at $500 in the beginning just to get experience, just to get clients. Start at $500, right? And then eventually, as you start getting them results, you can go up to $10,000 a month. The secret, guys, to closing a big deal, it's not like coming out the gate and saying, hey, my services are $5,000. No, offer them, hey, we'll do videos for you for $1,000 a month or $500 a month. And then eventually, once you're in the door, if you can get them results doing videos, I promise you, you offer to help them with Facebook ads, Google ads, email marketing, social media management, they're going to say yes. And literally, you're going to make anywhere from $5,000, $10,000 a month just from one client. So let's say you have 5 clients paying you $500 a month. You're only making $2,500, not only because $2,500 a month will help a lot of you guys out, right? It'll pay some bills. It'll make your life a lot easier. But let's say the next month you offer them Facebook ads for an extra $1,000 a month. Now you're making $7,000 a month. And let's say the month after you offer to help them with email marketing. Now you're making $12,000, $13,000, $14,000, $15,000 a month. So this can change your life very quickly. You can easily go from $2,000 a month to $15,000, $20,000 a month. All right. So here are all things you can add to it. Hopefully you guys wrote that down. Again, I can't go in depth on all of these because we're going to be here forever and we're not going to have enough time. But if you guys want to learn this stuff, I'm going to show you guys how you can do it. Right. Secondly, common social media marketing questions. And it's so funny because Lana Lovey just said, do businesses want you to be a real business? I have to register, get an EIN first, right? Do I need an LLC to start this business? Everyone asks that. Guys, no, you do not. In the beginning, you can do it as an independent contractor at first, just you yourself. And when you start making a lot of money, you can create an LLC, okay? LLCs are used by rich people for legal and tax advantages. So until you start making 10 grand a month, you don't really need an LLC. You can do it just by yourself, right? Another question I get, what happens if I can't get the client's results? So let's say you go to a client and you offer to do UGC and they say, and they want to do it and you don't get them results, right? It's not the end of the world because the way it works is your clients will pay you first before you deliver your services. So they pay you $1,000. Let's say you charge $1,000. They pay you $1,000 first and then you deliver the service. And ideally you want to get them results so they can pay you every single month. But because results aren't guaranteed, it's not the end of the world. You just move on. Okay. So let's say you can't get them results. They've already paid you. At the end of the 30 days, say, hey, I'm sorry it didn't work out. It's not the end of the world though. You just move on. You find another client, right? Another one, how much do I charge a client? Everyone seems to ask this, right? Guys, you want to know the best part about owning your own business, being your own entrepreneur, being your own boss? You can charge them whatever you want. And the best part about owning your own business is setting your own prices. So I always recommend to start low as a beginner. If you guys are a beginner, charge them $500 to $2 grand a month and work your way up to charging $10,000 a month. You do have to report as an independent contractor. You still have to report your taxes, right? Michelle said, what about having an agreement? I don't think that's on here, but guys, at the end, when we do a Q&A, I'll show you guys a website you can use. It's like $20 a month. I don't get paid for recommending them, but they literally make all your contracts for you. Okay. So, you guys, again, probably, okay, how do I get started? Guys, there's two ways you can do this. Number one, you can learn through trial and error. You can learn these skills on your own for free on YouTube, Google, and out in the field. The only issue, this is what I did, by the way, but it can be costly and take months, years. So you can make a lot of mistakes. You can lose a lot of money trying a lot of different things. It's the hard way. You have a lot of uncertainty, but it's possible, right? You can do it right after this. Or number two, you guys can just do it through mentorship. If you guys want to get results fast, you can learn from a coach or mentor that's done it, and you'll get results in progress 10 times faster, you know? So literally, if you guys want to do mentorship, we'll talk about it at the end again, but you can also learn this for free with trial and error. Neil, do you have to refund them the money? Neil, no. As long as you deliver the services, even if it doesn't work, you don't have to refund them. You just have to say, hey, I'm sorry it didn't work. Hopefully, in the beginning, if you know you can't get results, you charge like $500, $1,000. And from there, you're able to, as long as you make the content for them, all right? Again, this is Jeff. So this is a case study. One of the students I have, Jeff, he literally makes $7,000 a month doing this. And it's crazy because when he started, he was homeless. So Jeff makes $7,000 a month at 24 years old. And all he does is make TikToks for businesses. So this is literally everything I taught you today. This is it in action. And the way Jeff did this is by going up to businesses that don't have TikTok accounts and offering to create an account, create content, and post videos for them. So the guy that does the restaurants, this is what he looks like, right? And he was able to quit his 9-to-5 job working as a server in a restaurant. I don't know why all these kids are servers at restaurants, but I guess it's a good job. He quit his 9-to-5 job, and now he's making $7 grand a month doing this. And the reason I share Jeff's story is because when he started, he was homeless, living in his car, and now he's been able to build a sustainable business that allows him to work from home. And I think Jeff, he actually just got an apartment in LA, which wasn't cheap, and this guy is like so proud of it. So every day, like I pray for Jeff. I pray that he gets some more understanding, some more clarity. He's a good guy, all right? But it's not just Jeff. Yeah, he creates accounts for them and manages it, but it's not just Jeff. Take a look. This is Harmony. And like I said, I have thousands of these. Harmony, hers is crazy. She goes, I just got another 2 clients, $15,000 each on 3-month contracts. Guys, Harmony made $90,000 in her first month. And everyone in the group's like, wow, this is from the private group. And we're like, let's go. And again, I'd be lying to you guys if I said you're all going to be like Harmony and you're all going to make $90,000 in a month. That'd be a lie. So that's why I included this next one. Because like I said, some of you guys after this, you're going to make $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month, and you're going to be happy. Others, you're going to want to be like Harmony, make $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month. Harmony made $90,000 a month, right? But that's why I include this next one. Jordan, he goes, yes, sir, booked one. I guess he had booked a call with a client. And sure enough, 10 minutes later, he messages us and he goes, just earned another $800 today. The method truly does work. And we're like, yo, post it in the group. Like, how crazy is that? So regardless, like, even if you made $800 in a day, how much would that change your life, right? You don't have to make $90,000 like Harmony. Some of you will, but some of you will be happy with an extra $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month, and anyone can do it. Like I said, Jordan, another $800 a day. Like, what would you guys do if you made an extra $800 a day? Here's another one. Here's another one. I put Adam because Adam is funny. He goes, I made it. $1,000 sale for my SMMA. So he made $1,000, right? And he jokes around. He goes, time to quit this fucking dead end job. And everyone in the group is gassing him up. They're like, yay, let's go. But he had 5 meetings that day. So literally an hour later, it's like he set a timer. This guy goes, I made it, another $1,000 sale. And everyone's like, close him, you're a beast. And he goes, I love you guys. Now I have 4 meetings to go. This guy literally, so whether you're Harmony, you do 90 grand in a month. Whether you're Jordan, you do $800 in a day. Or whether you're Adam, you do $2,000 in a day. This is all life-changing stuff, right? It's powerful. So I want you guys to write this down because this is big. This is huge. If you want to quit your job in the next 30 days, I know it's going to sound crazy, but this is the blueprint, okay? Guys, here's the blueprint. It's a numbers game. Number 1, this is the actionable takeaway. If you leave today and you do this, I promise you, you will make money, okay? It's a numbers game, guys. Number 1, you're going to create a list of 400 potential clients. So the way I showed you how you find all those businesses, remember how we went on Indeed and we looked in the area and we saw hundreds of businesses? The money's all around you guys. It's abundant. There's hundreds of thousands of dollars in your city right now. Someone needs to capture it. So step number 1, create a list of 400 potential clients. Okay. Step number 2, you're going to reach out to all of them 4 times each. 4 times each client. Just send them an email, send them a DM. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. If you do the math, right, out of 400, at least 5% will reply to you. So that's 20 of them. If you reach out to 400 people, 20 of them will respond to you. And after all of that, you will land at least, this could be higher. It could be way more, but you can land 2 of them as clients, right? And if you land 2 of them as clients and they pay you $2,000 a month, 2 clients is $4,000 a month in income, and all you need to quit your job. All right. The average salary in the United States is $48,000 a year. So 2 clients at $2,000 a month is $4,000 a month, and all you need to quit your job, right? If I told you guys in the beginning, I was like, guys, literally, if you send 1,600 DMs or emails, you'll be able to quit your job. You guys would think that I was full of shit. You'd be like, yo, Rene, you're a liar. There's no way, right? In the beginning of this, if I was like, hey, if you want to quit your job in the next 30 days, send 1,600 DMs. You guys would be like, Rene, you're full of it. Stop lying to us, right? But I just showed you guys how to do it. I showed you how to find the clients. I showed you how to reach out to them. And simple math, you break it down, right? Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. I'm showing you guys the numbers. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. If you do it like this, exactly what I taught you today, in the next 30 days, you can get 2 clients to pay you $2,000 a month and you can quit your job. 2 clients is $4,000 a month and all you need to quit your job. And again, some of you, again, like, you know what, Rene, $4,000, that's nothing. Why would I want to do this? Well, tell you what, just do it again. So how you did the first time, you can do it again, right? Double it. 4 clients is $8,000 a month. And now you're making 6 figures, guys. You're making 6 figures. And again, some of you guys are like, you know what, Rene, I don't really want 6 figures. I want it all. Great. 8 clients is $16,000 a month. And now you have complete freedom. You literally have complete freedom with 8 clients. $16,000 a month, your life changes. You can do anything you want. All right? I want you guys to remember, you are one client away from changing your life. That's really all it is. It changed my life. And again, I don't want to make this all about money because I know I've been talking about money a lot, right? I'm saying like, oh, eight clients is $16,000 a month. That should be your goal. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you are one client away from changing your life. But guys, I don't want to make it all about money, but I'll tell you this from experience. Money has made my life a lot better. It has changed my life. And I say this from experience. Again, you guys saw this. Back then, I was working 8 hours a day. I was making $1,200 a month. I had no freedom. I was depressed and I hated my life. And now I work 3 hours a day, maybe some days. I make around $200,000 a month. I have complete freedom. I have health, wealth, love in my life. I'm able to provide for my family. I take care of everyone around me. I've removed the stress from not only my life, but from my family's life as well. All right. So that being said, guys, if you've been trying to start your own business, but you've been struggling, here's why. I want you guys to take these excuses out of your head. Because I've spoken to hundreds of my students and agency owners. And here are the top excuses I always hear. Number one, they don't know where to start. I saw someone earlier. I think it was, who was it? It was like, no more excuses. I love it. Oh yeah, Juan. No more excuses, ladies and gentlemen. Facts, Juan. Tell them. But number one, they don't know where to start. Guys, you know where to start. Now you do. I just showed you. Number two, they don't think they have what it takes to do SMMA. Guys, I promise you, I'm a kid from LA. I have tattoos. I have long hair. I had an immigrant mother. I was able to do it. You know, there's no reason for me to believe in you more than you guys should believe in yourself. But you guys can do it. I promise you, it's not rocket science, right? Number three, they make excuses about not having enough time. Guys, you have enough time. I promise. Like me, you, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, all the richest people in the world, right? We all have the same 24 hours in a day. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. The difference between a successful person and an unsuccessful person is the successful person makes the time, right? If you're a husband, if you're in a relationship, a marriage, a successful husband, he doesn't say, oh, I don't have the time for my wife. I don't have enough time for my wife. No, he makes the time. He makes the time, right? A successful wife, they make the time. So a successful person, they make the time. Number four, they want to do it someday, but not today. Guys, this doesn't last forever. I know way too many people that talk about their dreams and what they want to accomplish, but they say someday. And you know what happens? They end up on their deathbed with regret. Think about it. When TV, there was a gold rush in social media right now. When gold rush was in TV ads, some people were like, oh yeah, someday. And that time came and went. Like, you have to take advantage of the opportunities in front of you because they don't last forever. And social media is one of those things. You have maybe a year or two where you can make a lot of money doing this. But after that, the opportunity has come and went. And now you just sit there sad about it, you know? Number five, they need to think more. Same thing. What do you need to think about? You're here, you're ready, you showed up, you spent an hour, by the way. Congratulations, guys. You spent an hour. I appreciate you guys. You spent an hour investing in yourself. What do you need to think about? It's time to go. And number six, and this is probably the only one where I can kind of agree with, they say they are comfortable where they are. If someone's comfortable where they are, they like their 9 to 5 job, they like going home, they like waking up in the morning, going back to their job, paying rent, going home, having dinner, job, etc., etc., etc. I can't blame them for that. Like I can say okay with that. But for me, I know personally for me, and maybe some of you guys feel the same way, I could never settle for average. I want a great life. Okay, so again, we're gonna do a Q&A, guys. Don't worry. But all these excuses and false beliefs are why people are stuck at square one, right? If you know you have to make a change, but don't take the proper steps towards financial freedom, you don't deserve it. So that being said, guys, let's do this. I'm gonna open a few spots for the group, right? This is the workshop special offer. How many people are still in here? 590 people are still in here, so you're not all gonna get in. But the next slide is gonna have all the information on the webinar only Rockstar Marketing Blueprint private social media mentorship. Okay. And like I said, this is not necessary, but if you want to get results fast, there's only gonna be 15 spots. So if you guys want to get in, this one, it is a paid group, but we're still gonna do the Q&A. So here's what you're gonna get, right? In summary, number one, guys, I'm gonna teach you how to make money online by starting your social media marketing agency. Number two, I'm gonna hold your hand and walk you through the process step by step with one-on-one attention. And number three, I'll teach you how you can close deals just like this. Cecily, hey y'all, I just booked my first client at $4,000 a month and the group is going crazy. Jeff, I followed up on my Indian client who I've been playing tag with, came in and collected it. I'm officially locked in at 4 reoccurring clients. Lorenzo, yo, $3,000 a month client closed. You can't lose if you don't quit. And then he was working with us, so I showed it. Like, people are making so much money doing this, guys. There's a ton of my students that are crushing it. Another one, just signed a new client to a 4-month deal for email marketing, $1,000 a month. So that's $4,000 deal. Okay, so there's a ton. Here's what you guys are gonna get, by the way. And again, we're gonna do a Q&A. So don't worry if you can't get in. Just stay till the end, and we'll answer all of your questions. Make the most out of this, right? I want you guys to leave this either having the help you need or being able to do it on your own. But the first 15 people to sign up, this is what you're going to get. Number one, you're going to get, I personally guarantee, you're going to get the Rockstar Marketing Guarantee. I personally guarantee that we will walk you step by step to close your first social media marketing client in 30 days for $500 or more. Number two, you're going to get one-on-one messaging with a 6-figure coach. So you'll get your own coach to answer all your questions and hold your hand through the entire process. Number three, you're going to get 2 weekly live coaching calls. Okay. And you're going to get, guys, imagine how much you learned today. Imagine having 2 of those every single week, and you get lifetime access for the rest of your life. And we're going to cover social media marketing, sales, and how to find quality paying clients. Number 4, you guys are going to get access to all of my award-winning programs, and you're going to get access for life. It's over 50 in-depth videos that'll teach you guys. Remember how we talked about Facebook ads, email marketing, YouTube ads? You can learn all of that with those videos as well, and you get lifetime access. And again, you get a coach that you can text. So if you guys want to ask questions, you're confused, you'll have someone that can do it. All right. You're also going to get, there's a lot of bonuses. You're going to get customer outreach scripts. So you're literally going to be able to send scripts to clients and then go from there. Right. And these are proven to work. You're also going to get free event ticket. Bonus number 2, guys. You're going to get a ticket redeemable for free admission to any one of my speaking events all over the country. So guys, this is not one of those things where I just like give you some videos. I literally pay a bunch of coaches to text you whenever you want, 24/7, hold your hand step by step. I give you free tickets to come watch me live. I just spoke in Miami. I'm going to do LA, Texas, Vegas, and I think Atlanta this year. So you can come network with me in real life. I bring all my millionaires friends with me. We all do that stuff. Number 3, you guys are going to get access to the private SMMA community. So not only do you do all this, but you also get access to the private group. You guys see how everyone in here is positive, right? And everyone here is motivating each other. You want to be around people that are like-minded entrepreneurs and hustlers. Because a lot of people, right? A lot of people, their environment sucks. And when you're around 5 negative people, you become the 6th one. You're around 5 broke people, you become the 6th one. It's powerful. It's contagious. But when you're around 5 rich people, 5 successful people, 5 people that want to make money and are winning, you become the 6th one as well. So you're going to get access to the private community and be able to network with everyone. All right. So you guys are going to get all of this. You're going to get the Rockstar Marketing Guarantee, where I walk you step by step to get your first client in 30 days for $500 or more. You're going to get one-on-one messaging with a 6-figure coach, where you could text them and hold your hand through the entire process. You can get 2 weekly live coaching calls just like this. You're going to get access to all of my award-winning programs that you can watch, over 50 videos on social media marketing. You're going to get all the scripts as a bonus. You're going to get a free event ticket to any one of my events all over the country. And you're going to get access to the private community and group. And guys, you're going to get all of this for $5,000. I'm just kidding. That's not the price. But the reason I show you guys this is because literally, guys, don't worry. This is not it. I'm fucking with you. Sorry, excuse my French. But literally, I see people all the time. They sell stuff like this for $5,000. I would never do that to you guys. I would never do that to you guys. So don't worry. I know I'm messing with you, but I would never do that to you guys. Because when I was broke and I was trying to make money, this is something I would have needed. And at this price, I would never do it. I hate when people do that. So literally, guys, we knocked off $2,000. But again, I was talking to my team, and my team got mad at me for this, by the way. My team got mad at me for this. People sell programs for $3,000. People literally will go and they'll be like, hey, $3,000, so that way I can make money. I could pay my coaches. I could do this. I could do that. But then I think back to it and it's like, bro, remember how I was saving 300, 700 bucks? Like I never, ever would have been able to do this. And this is something that I really would have needed, right? And I never would have been able to do it at $3,000 because people work hard for their money. So literally, my team got mad at me for this, by the way. My team got mad at me for this. Because you guys are going to see, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, no way. Guys, if you want to get in today, you're going to be able to get in for $497. And you get someone that works with you. You get a coach. This is literally something that I would have needed. And at this price, anyone can get in. And this is a one-time payment for life, guys. Okay. So I'm going to open it up. Like I said, it's going to go super fast. Whoever gets in, gets in. But yeah, this is something that everyone can do. So I want everyone to be able to do it. I'm going to drop the link for you guys and we're going to do a Q&A. Like I said, we're going to do a Q&A. And like I said, if you can't get in, don't worry. I don't want you guys to stress if you can't get in. We literally have this. It's a one-time payment, guys. You're literally going to access for a coach for life for $500 is crazy. Nobody else does that, you know, and I'm using all this money pretty much to pay them. So I'm barely making anything doing this. But yeah, we have 567 people. So we lost 563. We lost like 40, 50 people that got scared. But for those of you that are still here, we're going to do a Q&A, guys. So as you guys get in, I'm going to give you guys a shout out. I see a couple people taking these spots already. Shout out to Francisco. Shout out to you, Francisco. We're going to do a Q&A, guys. Don't worry if you can't get in. They're going to go super fast with 500 people in here. Shout out to Bree, who just got in. Shout out to Jennifer, who just got in. I see you guys. I'm excited. By the way, when you guys get in, your coach, you're going to either text or you're going to book a call with them. And you're going to be able to talk to them. Okay, so don't worry. And we're going to do a Q&A. Like I said, I just want to let people get in. Grace said I'm too broke for that right now. Guys, I want you guys to know this. Even if you're too broke, don't worry. It's okay. Like I said, you can do this on your own through YouTube. I tell people, if you can afford it, do it because you're going to learn a lot faster, right? You're going to have someone that like texts you and holds your hand and you have a guarantee while you'll make money. You'll have 2 weekly calls. It's like a lifetime thing. But if you can't get in, I understand, you know, trust me. I've been in a lot of situations where it's rough to do stuff like this. So I tell people, if you can do it, do it. Cause this is something that you can use to just change your life fast. But if not, there's no worries, right? Can we make payments? Brianna, I'm not sure just cause it's gonna go fast. There's still 543 people in here. So I want to thank you for your help today. Yeah, we're going to do a Q&A, guys. So don't worry. How many spots left? 8 spots left, guys. I'm going to type it in for you. And let's do a Q&A for everyone in here. So you do this every Wednesday. Liv, it's Sunday. Will there be a way to track when you open up spots again for those who can't today? The way it works, guys, so the way it works is because I have coaches, I can't take more people. Trust me, if I could take more people, it'd be better because I'd make more money, right? Like that would be cool. But because I have like a limited amount of coaches, it's not like I can just let everybody in. But I do see a couple people. Yari, it looks like the bank blocked your transaction. So you're going to have to contact them and let them know. Winter, congratulations, you got in. Jay, Nini, and Marika, it looks like your bank didn't let your transaction go through, so you're gonna have to contact them. But let's do some questions, guys. Let's do a Q&A. I need to use the restroom so bad. Tell you what, how many people? 532 people in here still. Let's do a couple of questions. I want to do a Q&A. Just make sure you drop it. And are you guys going to do that thing where we go 50-50 and you guys make the deal? Can I do this as a 16-year-old? And if can, will this be worth it? Angel. So guys, if you're 16, it's tough because you need contracts with the businesses, you know? So like, that's where it gets a little tricky because you need to sign agreements. So you may need to get your parents' help to do all that stuff. Who else got in? I'm going to refresh it. Yeah, I need to use the restroom so bad, but I want to make sure that all of you guys are getting your questions answered. Homero, same thing. The bank blocked your transaction. So you're going to have to talk to your bank. Give me a second. I want to answer some questions. Let's see. All right, and check this out, by the way. Look at all these people that are catching. There's literally so many people making money doing this. But I'll tell you guys what. Let me do this. I'm going to use the restroom really quick because I need to go so bad. But make sure you drop your questions in there. I'm going to answer them as soon as we get back, okay? So let me close the slideshow. I've been drinking so much water, and it's messing with me. I'm going to play some music for you guys while I go to the restroom. And then once I'm back, we'll answer some questions, okay? So I'll be right back. Elevator music. All right, guys, let's see what's up. Let me answer some of you guys' questions. Thank you guys for your patience, by the way. What type of contract has to be? Oh, guys, so check this out, actually. There's a website. Look at him run. You guys saw me run. The view is gorgeous. Thank you, guys. Bro be running for us. Does not sound like he's bullshitting like most I've seen. I'm not, guys. I'm literally just being honest. Trust me, if I was bullshitting, I would not sell this for $500. I was really down till I see 400 plus. It's okay, guys. Like I said, 501 people in here. Who is getting in? Because there's how many spots left? Like 5? 5 spots left. I'm going to do a Q&A before we fill up because I feel like we need to answer some of your guys' questions. Here till the end. Yeah, guys, we'll literally do a Q&A. Like I said, and everyone on the fence here, check this out. Look, I got more. I literally got hundreds of these. Adriana, guys, I just launched my first high ticket client at 1,800 pounds. So it's like $2,000. She's Italian, I think. So this works in Italy. With a new service, without doing outreach. Earl is crazy. This one's nuts. Look at this. Earl says, I'm happy to say, bro, I keep receipts. And he sent me his bank account with 6 figures, which is absolutely insane. This dude crushed it. And it says, I need your help for 7 figures. Oh, now on to 7 figures, but I need your help. Luciano, good friend of mine now, and literally said, I just closed the $53,000 deal. The cost of the lead was $5.6. So he spent $5 on marketing, closed a $53,000 deal.